Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for the week of, or no, this is for November 2023. Just kidding. We're going to jump right in here. Well, right away, you have my favorite card, which is this serendipity card. It's kind of like a card of like lucky moments or, lucky breaks or lucky situations coming in for you. You have this co-create card as well. I think we are in a time of co-creation. So again, anything you can do to work together with other people is going to be extra successful for you. So I would make sure to do things that, that kind of work with other people, or again, even if you don't work with other people, I always tell people, like, if you create a piece of art and you put it out into the world, then you are co-creating, because you're putting something out into the world for people to enjoy. Same thing if like you're on YouTube. It's like, even if only a few people watch your video, if you have something to share, then you are co-creating. So anything you can do to do that is going to bring just more good energy your way, is what I feel here. And again, I think especially if you're like stuck in life or something, to me, co-creation through like sharing information, like again, if you have like a YouTube channel or something, that could be like one of the best ways to get the energy moving forward. Sometimes I think we just need to get the flow moving. So even if no one watches it, doesn't matter. You're getting the flow moving, which is kind of increasing your energy, right? So again, you have this serendipity card and this co-create card. Again, I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you. If you want love, I wouldn't say this is like a major love reading, but if you do want love, I do feel that there clearly could be a person coming in. You have the Page of Cups to the Eight of Wands to the Six of Cups, and so I feel like this is a new person, not a past person, and someone like an admirer. The Page of Cups is an admirer, and I feel like this could start as communication, so it might start a little bit slow. The other interesting thing, every single reading I do for you, Scorpio, whenever there's love, it's like, I feel like at first you see the person this way, but really they're this way. So again, that might be why this connection is starting slow, is like maybe you see them as more immature than they are, or, whatever. But really, I feel like they're like a King of Wands type person. That does not have to be a fire sign. Could be a water sign, fire sign. You have Virgo here, stands out to me, Libra, could be any sign. But you could see them as immature, but really maybe they're like a visionary, maybe they're very successful, or maybe they're an entrepreneur. So, again, I wouldn't judge a book by a cover here if you're meeting someone new. Again, I do feel like you'll be interested in this person right away. And so I don't think it's like that big of an issue. I think you're just not sure, because you have this indecision card coming up in that row. And so there you go. You have the Justice card. Again, everyone's had the Justice card or something similar, like the Six of Pentacles. In these readings, justice is equal give and take. I would be very focused. I would make sure that you're focusing on equal give and take. The Justice card says that if you're giving to situations that don't fulfill you, then you're going to have problems. If you're giving to situations that do fulfill you, then you're obviously going to be much more successful. So that's what I pay attention to here. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past, although I actually feel pretty good about this in your reading. Normally, I do not like the Four of Pentacles that much, but in your reading, for whatever reason, again, I read intuitively, and I feel pretty positive about this. I feel like you're increasing your finances, or maybe you're just kind of, let's put it this way, like if you're moving, for example, maybe you're moving somewhere that's like cheaper and better and easier to afford, right? So it's like there's something that you're doing here to improve your financial situation, which obviously would be good. With the Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I would be careful of any past people for sure. I mean, you have the Seven of Swords twice, which is like lying, cheating, stealing. Really, the Seven of Swords to me is a good card, though. Seven of Swords, I'll show you on this one. It's a golden card, and Seven of Swords can represent tactics. So he is stealing those swords from an army that's in the background there, and so instead of going to war, he is taking those swords from those people. So it kind of says that there might be better ways for you to do things in life, but you have to find those ways. I also find it interesting that, again, maybe you see this person one way. Seven of Swords is showing up here in the good stuff. So it's like, again, maybe you're worried that this person will cheat, or maybe you're worried that they're tricky or something like that. But I think you'll find out that they're really not, because, again, they're showing up in the area of the good stuff. We'll find out. Here you go. With the Justice card, you have the Seven of Pentacles. 2 sevens to me is internal fears that don't exist, especially when they touch. So I feel like you can let your fears go, if you're meeting a person or whatever. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction as well. Again, we just had that Libra eclipse. If you're watching this after the Libra eclipse, before we get into November, obviously we also have that other eclipse at the end of the month. But, what I would say here is, I feel that Libra eclipse is really pointing out to people where they're wasting their time. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, are the things that you're working on, is it worth it, or are there better ways to do things? So I'd make sure to pay attention. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords represents seeing things clearly for the first time. She normally only has clouds like halfway up her body, and she's also kind of like cautiously optimistic. She has a sword up, hand out. She's like willing to receive. So again, if someone is trying to communicate with you or, whatever, it looks to me like you are kind of like cautiously optimistic. So that's why, again, you might have been hurt or something in the past by a person who lied, cheated, stole with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords. But I kind of feel like you're opening up to this person. And I do feel it's the same person here. So like, don't assume that, everyone cheats. Don't assume that everyone, does bad things. Because I feel like this could be a good person coming in for you. But, I don't really know what the problem is here. I don't know if this person like reveals himself over time. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a person who's like a little bit more reserved, because I kind of get that energy where it's like, you're not sure. And I'm just like asking myself in my head, why am I not sure? I'm not getting an answer, right? Intuitively, I'm talking about. So, it's like, I'm not sure why you're not sure. And it could just be indecision. Excuse me. It could just be that you're just not sure, Let's see. You have this next in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this imprisonment card and this bad health card. I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But again, I would watch your health here. Obviously, I got COVID, and I'm still healing from it. So make sure to pay attention to your health. I actually feel like you are setting yourself free, though, because you have the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So again, we're going to have to see what else comes up here for me to really make a decision, but I kind of feel like you're removing yourself from something here. Two of Wands can be kind of like a prison. The story of the Two of Wands is that he's standing at the top of this castle, and the castle is, he rushed to a finish line. He kind of, he thinks that he has experienced everything that there is to experience. He thinks that every story is the same, but he has a whole world in his hands. So there's like a million stories that he could go experience. And again, Two of Wands is kind of like the time that we're in. I think that a lot of us feel like we're stuck in some sort of story, but really there's like so many things that we can do to change the story. There's so many things where if we look, that we will find a different way to do things and a different way to live, right? So I would really encourage you to do this. I constantly do this. I constantly am looking for outliers, like things that shouldn't exist that do. Even on YouTube, I always use the example, like there's a guy that I'm in a YouTube group with, and he does like 2-hour-long videos, which is like unheard of, and he has millions of subscribers on YouTube. And normally like the rule for YouTube is like 16 minutes. So I look for these people because it tells my brain like, hey, you don't have to like follow the rules. You don't have to. And who makes up the rules in the first place? Why isn't anyone breaking them? And sometimes breaking the rules is what makes you successful. So again, if you're like trying to change your job, trying to change your relationships, it's like, well, are there certain rules that you're following that you don't need to follow? That's what I'd be paying attention to here. I feel like that could be the prison. It's like you're not expanding your brain by saying like, if you're on YouTube being like, oh, I have to do 16-minute videos. Maybe you don't. Maybe you could do 2-minute videos. Maybe you could do 2-hour videos, who knows? But I would try new things. Eight of Wands is a quick success as well. So, again, I feel like there could be a quick success coming in for you going this direction. Even outside of love, the Six of Cups to me can represent a gift from the universe. The gift that we usually receive from the Six of Cups is a turnaround, meaning that like certain obstacles are removed from our life, and I kind of feel there could be a turnaround coming in here. You have the Hermit. The Hermit, I feel like something needs to be revealed here is what I'm getting. The Hermit has the Star, but the Star is stuck in his lantern, and you have this imprisonment card here. It's almost like I don't think there's imprisonment. I think something needs to be revealed. This could be like a truth, or maybe you're interested in a person, Scorpio, and you need to tell that person, or maybe you need to flirt with that person or whatever. You need to do something to make it so that the person knows that you're interested, right? Maybe this is in business, it's like, or work. Maybe there's a change that you really want to make, but I feel like you have to like speak up about it, right? Let's see. And the reason I'm saying speak up, by the way, is that Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands kind of is communication and saying speak up. With the Two of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. Whenever a card repeats itself, I basically say it's the universe saying I meant what I said. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about like progress and no movement. So again, I kind of feel like you have a choice with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles says you have, everything you need, but normally on a traditional Knight of Pentacles, he's standing there and he has those empty fields behind him. And he could easily plant seeds in those empty fields, but it's like he has to go and do the work. He has to go plant seeds in the empty fields. And so I kind of feel like this is saying there's an opportunity that's available to you, but you have to go plant the seeds and you have everything you need. The whole point of the Knight of Pentacles is that he has those oak leaves on his helmet and they represent knowledge and wisdom. So it says that he not only knows how to do things, but he has done them before. Wisdom is taking the knowledge and putting it into practice. So it's like something you're about to do. It's like you already know how to do it. With the Hermit, you have the Six of Wands, which is like a victory and a success. Yeah, if you're asking like, should I go do something? Should I ask that person out at work? Should I go flirt with that person at work? Should I start that business? Should I start my YouTube channel? This is a big yes, as far as I'm concerned. So again, I feel like you're kind of getting like a green light from the universe with that Six of Wands. Next, in the unexpected, you have this achievement card and you have this indecision card. I think the indecision thing is holding you back in this reading. I feel like this is where that imprisonment is coming from, in the Four of Pentacles as well, even though I feel pretty good about it. I kind of feel this is saying that something has been divinely guided into your life right here. There's like this angel that's trying to pull her out of indecision. And it's going to be something that you're achieving. Excuse me. And I feel like you need to understand that something has been guided into your life. So, it's kind of weird because all three water signs kind of had like a little bit of a warning in their reading that was kind of similar, that basically said, don't miss out on something that's coming your way. So again, there could be a really good opportunity coming in for you, but don't miss out on it. You have the King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups. The King of Wands is like a visionary and is a card of success. It's also a card of being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. And, I consider him to be very entrepreneurial as well. I feel pretty good at, like, if you have a business or, even if you have a side hustle, I feel there's a lot of good energy for those of you that have a side hustle, side business, something along those lines. There could be a lot of success coming in one of those things. So that, don't be afraid to work on those things here with the King of Wands. I also feel you could be attracting a person who's like this, like a visionary. I do feel like they're more reserved. I'm still not getting anything. Again, I don't claim to know everything. I would never trust any intuitive that claims they know everything in the first place. But, again, I don't know why you're maybe indecisive about this person. Again, I always tell people to trust their instincts. I mean, sometimes if you're indecisive against a person, there might be a good reason for it. But this is like one of those few times where I would say, I would encourage you to maybe at least, go on one date with this person. If you're like meeting a person and you're indecisive, I would just like see where things go. Maybe even 2 dates, right? Because I don't think one date is good enough. It's like usually by second or third date, that's when we can really get a good handle on a person. But I would I think it would be worth it with this person. Don't overinvest, right? Don't give too much. If there are obvious warning signs, then obviously run away. But, for the most part, I would say I would give this a chance. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. And, again, I do feel like you need to balance the energies. Everybody gets this right now. So, again, I think it's just like a collective energy. I think we all could be like working too hard or, trying to work too hard or whatever. And we need to have some more fun, enjoyment, happiness in our lives. You have the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups is a card of soulmates, so there could be a soulmate coming in for you with the Six of Cups, and, obviously I think that would be good for you. I kind of feel like there's a gift from the universe coming in for you here, and it could be a person, and, the gift that is coming in for you could be a person, is what I'm saying. And, I feel like I've said that to you a million times now, now that I say it. And again, I always get this for you, Scorpio. It's almost like everybody misses on this person. It's like everybody, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 1,000,000% sure I've said this to you. So obviously this is like a repeating message. For some of you, I feel like you have your eye on this person. For others, I feel like you haven't met this person yet. And again, the universe doesn't wear a watch, so things happen when they're going to happen. My watch is dead, so I don't even wear a watch, right? But what I would say here is, I feel like this is kind of like a repeating story, storyline for you, that there could be a person who's like really a gift, and the universe is like, this person's gift, and you need to like go out with them. I can't get away from the fact that I feel like you work with this person, or there's some sort of work connection here. It could be like a friend of a work colleague. Maybe you do the same kind of work as this person or something like that. I don't know, but I would go for it, especially if it's like a water sign. Water, earth, and fire really stand out to me. Excuse me. With the King of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of Wheel of Fortune energy coming up as well nowadays. We have these eclipses. So the eclipses really is like fate time. It's kind of like a lot of fated things happen, in between eclipses, right after eclipses. If you're watching this before the end of the month, October eclipse, then there could be some sort of fated events happening for you in October, where it just seems like fate is making things happen. Again, you have the serendipity card, which is kind of like fated, events, fated things coming into your life. So, definitely could be coming in for you. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. Yep, out with the old, in with the new. This is the name of the game for everyone. I pretty much encourage everyone to practice out with the old, in with the new. I actively look for new opportunity right now, and if I were you, I would be doing the same thing. Like, I don't think you have to go crazy, but it's like, are there new things that you could be doing with your life? Are there ways that you can upgrade your life in some way? And something you've never tried before, something that you're passionate about. I would be looking into those things. Is there something new you can build? I believe we're in a time of building. That's why you see everything collapsing, right? So I encourage people not to focus on that. Don't focus on the collapsing. Focus on the building. Focus on building something great. Focus on building something that will bring more joy, happiness, love, whatever, into your life or the people around you or the people of the world, whatever. That's what I'd be focusing on. And I think that's the only thing people should be focusing on. I think people should stop watching tarot and go build something. With the Six of Cups, you have the Temperance card. Temperance is kind of you can turn a positive into a negative. You can turn a negative into a positive. Obviously, I would turn a negative into a positive. Or, again, this could be the mixing together of two things. And, again, I really feel that you could be mixing together with a person with these two cards. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Mistakes card. Again, this is going to be good no matter what. And it says, mistakes will be made, but you'll learn from them. Bridge the gaps between the expectations and the reality. You have this card that says, the healing must be completed before your life can transform. This would tell me that the healing has been completed, and now you're ready to transform. You have that Serendipity card, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a fated transformation, I think, that's coming in for you. You have the Two of Swords as well. Everybody gets the Two of Swords. Two of Swords about getting to this new island here. She's stuck thinking this or that. I like to encourage people as well and say, we don't have to think this or that right now. There's probably like a better solution that we can create that's behind us. Again, the better solution is right here. She just needs to go somewhere new. The marble bench that she's sitting on here, it kind of says that she's been sitting where she's been sitting forever. There's somewhere, I always say her ass hurts. Like, she's been sitting on a hard bench. Like, there's something new that she could go walk to that's right behind her. It's a low tide. That's what these rocks represent. So she could go to that new island, have new experiences. I would, look for that. You have this Seven of Swords. Again, it is coming up in the good stuff. Seven of Swords can represent taking things too seriously. He's got these polka dots on his cloak here. Polka dots in the tarot kind of represent needing to have more fun or needing to do more things in your life, that you enjoy. And that's what I would do here. I would do more stuff in life that you enjoy and have more fun, but it's coming up in the good stuff, so love it. And you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is normally like a disappointment or, it's card of contemplation and apathy, but I feel you're actually getting a good offer in your life for once. So definitely could be like a passionate love offer, or a passionate love connection. And that's kind of like what I see here. But let's see what's going on here. With the Two of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. Every single Scorpio reading that I do for you, yes, I understand that this card is not Scorpio, but I always say that to me, Page of Swords is Scorpio. Because Page of Swords is like a detective. Page of Swords gets curious about something and then goes and explores it, which is exactly what I would do if I were you. So there you go. If you're getting curious about new ideas, go learn about them. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Hangman here. Yeah, new perspectives. Also kind of like a repeat message for these monthly readings for everyone. has been gaining new perspectives. You know, if you're looking at, and he has gained a new perspective, by the way. Again, he's not going to war. Instead of going to war, he's stealing the weapons from the army. It's like, that's a totally different way of going to war. And he doesn't even have to get hurt. He doesn't even have to hurt them, right? Totally different way of doing things. And I kind of feel that is probably the best solution to anything you're dealing with, or doesn't even have to be a solution. You could be very successful in what it is that you do, Scorpio, but there just could be new ways of doing things. Or like I gave you the example of like 2-hour videos on YouTube. It's like, what is that for you in work, in business, in love? Like, what is the thing that's going to turn you into an outlier? What is the thing that nobody does that you could do, right? With the 4 of Cups, you have 2 cards here, the Strength card, and you have the Star. So really nice. I feel like you've been very patient. It's almost like you're getting something that you wish for. And again, I do feel there's an element of fate here because you have that Serendipity card. You have that, the card at the end here that says that your life will transform. And so there's like a big transformation coming in for you as well. Let's see. You have this Teapot card that says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So again, if you're amazing time for socializing, by the way. So, you know, again, I think it's a great time to kind of recharge your batteries through socializing. You have this Dog card. It says getting together with friends. There you go. I didn't even notice that. So again, socialize. You have this flag. It says do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yes, I feel like you need to go for the gold at this time. You have the Scissors card. It says disappointment in some affair. All 3 water signs had some sort of disappointment. I don't know that it's a disappointment. I think it's more water signs are being pushed outside a comfort zone. And so it's like we might feel like we're being disappointed, but really it's like what we're leaving one thing behind so we can raise our standards, so that we can raise our standard of living, right? You have this Basket card. It says recognition, reward for merit. There you go. Excuse me. You have the Star card. The Star card is all about receiving, can represent receiving recognition for something you've done. But I kind of feel this is like a fated transformation that's happening for you. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.